Hello, my friends. God's peace be with you on this first day of August. With August, we start thinking about the upcoming school year. We've been planning for it this summer, and we're getting ready for students to be back here at Michigan State, for elementary and high school students to go back to classes here in a couple of weeks, and thinking about our program for the year. So I want to talk about a couple of things about our ministry program here at Martin Luther Chapel that are coming up. First of all, you might remember we've been talking about ministry planning for the last several months, the survey and small group meetings and at council. One of the things that we're going to focus on this year, one of the priorities, is reaching out to our neighbors, meeting those people who don't have a connection to church, or perhaps don't even have a connection to Jesus. So part of our ministry plan is to focus on how do we somehow bring our neighbors closer to Jesus. And I want to talk about that specific part of our ministry plan. There are some other things there that we'll talk about another time. The mission of the church that Jesus gives to us is to go and make disciples. And there are two ways that we're going to do that this year as a congregation. First of all, as a community, as a congregation, we're going to have at least one event every month where we intentionally interact with our community in some way. We already do some of these. We need to have some more. Like the City Hall lunch in January that we often host. Going to the Great Pumpkin Walk down here in downtown East Lansing and handing out coloring pages. Those are some examples of how we intentionally interact with our community. We'll do those at least once a month, hopefully more, so that we can engage with our community, support the people in our community, and hopefully show the love of Christ to them. The other way we're going to do that is more individual. And it's not a new idea. It's something that we did a few years ago, that we're going to start again, to help everyone in the congregation be more intentional about interacting with our neighbors and with those who perhaps need to hear who Christ is and what he has done for them. We're going to call them Jesus moments. We used to call them faith interactions a few years ago. But these Jesus moments are intentional interactions that we have. It can take a lot of different forms. Just an offer to pray for someone that's going through a difficult time, answering someone's questions about Jesus, about God, about faith, just having conversation with somebody, showing them the love of Christ in some way. It doesn't mean we're converting them in the moment. It doesn't mean we're always inviting them to church necessarily, although that would be one of the things we could do. But an interaction, long conversation, or just a short moment where we're intentionally bringing Jesus to them in their life. We're going to try to track how many times we do this, and I'm challenging the congregation to do it at least 100 times in a month. That's all of us together, totaling them all up, that somehow we've had at least 100 Jesus moments with someone as a congregation each month, starting now in August. There'll be an opportunity for you to share that you've had these Jesus moments on the bottom of our interest sheet on Sunday. I'll try to maybe set up something on our internet, on our website, so that you can click on there and say, I've had this Jesus moment. It's not a competition. I'm not going to give out prizes for who does the most. That's not the point. It's simply an opportunity for us to keep ourselves accountable to bringing the love of Christ to those around us. We'll talk about this more on Sunday a little bit and in the weeks to come. The other thing I want to talk about is coming up later this month as we switch back to our regular worship schedule, 10:30 a.m. service. We'll also begin resuming the Sunday morning Bible class, and I need your help to plan it. A long time ago, I did a Bible study called Myth or Faith. That is, looking at some of the things that we think are true that may not actually be true, at some of the misperceptions that we or the world has about the Christian faith. Mark Twain has this great quote attributed to him where he says, "It's not the things you know that get you into trouble. It's what you know for sure that just ain't so." So what things about our faith sound like they're true, but actually maybe aren't completely true? What does the Bible really say about, and then we'll fill in the blank. It might be just kind of trivial minutia, like, were there really three kings? Or it might be more central tenets of faith, like Did people just make up this idea of the Trinity? We'll talk about some of those things. We'll examine Scripture. We'll talk about our faith. Your help is, what I need your help to do is think about some of those misperceptions that people have, perhaps, some of the things that we need to maybe talk about. Is it a myth, or is it actually our faith? If you have a question or a thought or a topic that you think we can incorporate into this, send me a quick email. Let me know what it is. I've already got some in mind myself. We'll try to incorporate some others at your suggestion as we can as we go through the school year. Help me plan this Bible study. Myth or faith? What's true? What maybe we need to re-examine? So look for those times that you can share Jesus with your neighbor, and think about what you want to talk about when it comes to the substance of what it is that we believe. Look forward to talking to you more. I'll see you in church on Sunday. God be with you.